So day 2 of this next weather alert that I've issued, but really quickly before I get to our next weather alert, let's just take a look at where Hurricane Melissa is right now so you can see it. It's still very powerful and it still is looking like it hasn't lost too much of its steam just yet, but we're watching it and we're just going to continue to see where it goes. The good news is that it's not expected to make landfall here for the U.S. Here's a quick look though here in Southern California where things are obviously very different than the Jamaica area. So we are looking at this next weather alert that's still in place. We have offshore conditions. We have a high pressure system that has set us shop. So this is why we're looking at more of the stable air, but temperatures are much warmer, especially for this time of year. That's why that next weather alert has been issued to kind of help you map out the rest of your afternoon. Here's a look at what areas are under that next weather alert still. So still the beaches, the valleys, the Inland Empire, the metro areas, and our mountain communities. All areas except our high desert communities are under this next weather alert. Temperature wise, because of these offshore conditions, have made our temperatures this morning a little bit warmer than this time yesterday. You could see that in the Simi Valley area where we're seeing a little bit more of those gusty conditions. Temperatures this morning up by 11 degrees compared to this time yesterday. So we're 4 degrees warmer for the downtown LA area. And a lot of times when we have these Santa Ana winds, a lot of our coastal communities are also much warmer than some of our inland communities. So Malibu up by 7 degrees and LAX up by 2. And then we're looking at temperatures just a little bit cooler in some areas like Laguna Beach, just by a degree. Same with Santa Ana, but that's about it. Everywhere else, we're still looking at those temperatures slightly warmer because we're looking at this warming trend still taking hold of our region. So we're waiting for the sun to come up 7:10 this morning, and then sunset time is 6:03. Remember, this weekend, Saturday into Sunday, the end of daylight saving time. So that's when we fall back. All right, here's a look at what's happening with our forecast because we are looking at this next weather alert lasting with us through this evening, and then we're looking at the next weather alert going away. So we're still looking at another day of above average temperatures. Some areas still under the Santa Ana winds. Another hot day, and then by tomorrow that sea breeze will be returning, and then we're looking at slightly cooler conditions, and then we'll just continue to stay dry and a little bit cooler as we head into this upcoming weekend. Take a look at our highs today. So we're looking at another day of really hot temperatures. Yesterday, downtown LA broke a record, also in the high 90s. We're looking at another day of 99 degrees. All right, so now I want to show you what areas are under this next weather alert, and you can see that means parts of Ventura County and then also the San Gabriel Mountains, and then we're also looking at some of our mountain communities. So as the winds continue to come off the mountains and into a lot of our valleys and closer to the coast, we're looking at temperatures once again staying above average. So in the Simi Valley area, we're seeing a little bit more of those winds, and you're under this red flag warning. Your high today is expected to be about 91, and you can see as that wind continues to push closer to the coast, even the Malibu area, looking at temperatures in the high 80s. And then we're also looking at temperatures in the mid 90s for areas like Van Nuys. And then you could see also the Santa Paula area, because of those gusty Santa Ana winds, 95 degrees. And then Camarillo, as the winds come down, we're also looking at Camarillo topping out at about 95 degrees as well. Okay, so here's a look at what happens. As I mentioned, we're still dealing with a little bit more of that heat here because of the Santa Ana winds. So temperatures overall today are still going to stay well above average for this time of year. You can see all the reds, especially inland. So it's not unusual for some areas like downtown LA to be warmer than some of our valley locations or the Inland Empire, just because of the way the winds are compressing and pushing through the mountains into the canyons and then coming out, especially closer to the coast. So that's why we're seeing 99 in downtown LA, 87 for Malibu, and then we'll continue to see those low 90s for the Simi Valley area. So once we head into the afternoon, the winds begin to relax, and then by the time we head into the latter part of the afternoon, early evening, you can see how those winds flip to more of a sea breeze fashion. So this is going to in turn really cool us down as we head into Thursday. So coming up my next weather forecast, I'll have more on that 7-day forecast for you, and we'll look at Halloween Friday. All right, Kalina.
All right, Amber.